So you need to download the Race Tech Toolkit app either from the App Store or from the Google Play Store. Once it's downloaded, you can see it on my phone here on the left-hand column in the middle. It's a blue R with a little spanner through it, Race Tech Toolkit. You click on there, brings up this front screen. Bottom right-hand corner, settings, click that box, and your race timer will give you an 8-digit API key. It's a unique key for each individual person using it, which he will supply, and then you just type your name in. So obviously I've already entered mine here, and then you put your name in here. That comes through on our laptops, our timing laptop. So if there's a query on a date of birth, you know which person to go to and speak to, and they may remember what it should have been. So once you put that in, click the check key. This is just a completely dummy race with fictitious competitors that I've set up. So this is Cirencester. It says it's valid, it says when it expires, etc. Expires on the 12th of June. Top left hand corner, blue arrow underneath the time on my phone. Click that, and that will take you back to the main menu. So for registration and allocating bib numbers, it's the middle column, registration box at the bottom. You click on there. Third box down, assign race numbers. So in this race, if you look at the top, it says total 112, list 50. That means there's 112 competitors in this race, but I'm actually only showing 50 of them here. That doesn't matter. Okay, I can't scroll down all 112, but it doesn't mean that when I start typing in this search box, that if they're not displayed on that list, they won't appear. They will. But if you feel happy with being able to see the whole of the list, if you go to the blue cartwheel on the top right hand corner, you click on there and you just change the competitor list to whatever you want. So I've got 112 in this list, so if I just set it to 200 and then I go back, you'll see it's loading in the top corner, and you can now see it says total 112, list 112. So it actually gives me the ability to scroll down through the whole list if I wanted to. But that's obviously quite an elongated way of finding somebody. So you click on the search box, and you start typing in a name. So let's say there's somebody called Kath in the race. They come up, say, what's your name, please? Or my name's Kath. Start typing in Kath, C-A-T-H. There she is, Kath Smith. That's me, lovely. If you want to check date of birth, it's on there, so you can do that. Ignore the fact that she's male. This is just a dummy list I've made up. Obviously, it should say female, but it's just purely for demonstration purposes. So I click on Kath. I've got bibs in the box in front of me between 5,000 and 6,000. That's the numbers on the bibs. I take the first one out, doesn't matter what it is. I click on there, it says new number, and the bib number is 5531. I press save. Kath has been saved as 5531. I click on the search box, hit the little X on the right hand side, or just use the back arrow. I use the X myself. That clears the search panel. There's got to be somebody called John in the race. What's your name, mate? John. John comes in. I take John Lloyd Jones. I click on his name, go in there. Next bib I take out of any box, it's going to be bib 5741. Press save. He's now saved. If it's saved on my phone, or if I've done the change on my phone, it will appear in green. If it's a change that somebody's made on someone else's phone, then you won't see it in green, but they will see it in green on their phone. It's quite a handy feature. So it means that if somebody comes up, if the timer comes up and queries somebody, you can look down and you can look at the ones in green, knowing that they're the ones that you've changed. So if he's got a particular query on one, you know who's done it. Blue, let's X that out. So we go back to the beginning. As you can see, they're all 0 numbers because nobody's been allocated it. But if I go right to the end, or if I go down the list, there you are. You can see if somebody's been allocated a number, it's obviously changed to green because it's on my phone, but it's also now got a number there. So the one below this one is Cassie Stickler. If somebody on another phone had allocated it to them, one of my colleagues on registration, it may have in there bib number 5783, but it would be white. But at least you know that person's already had a bib allocated. Let's say Kath Smith comes in and says, oh, I need my number. I say, oh, you've already registered. And she goes, no. That means somebody's obviously picked up the wrong person. They've done it in error. They should have gone for, say, Cassie Stickler. They picked up Kath Smith. You've got to give Kath Smith the right number. So what you need to do is you need to write down 5531 and just say, we don't know who this is. You click on Kath Smith. She says they've already got a number assigned to them. You go, okay, I know that. You give her the number that's in front of you, 5521. You press save. She's now been reallocated 5521. So if I type in Kath up here, there you are. She's now 5521. You've made a note of 5331 or whatever she was before, and you just make a note saying unknown competitor. You tell the timer will see that bib in the race, and we can just highlight them on commentator display, and then as they cross the finish line, we can just go and ask them the correct name. Very, very easy. So you don't need to worry if you make a mistake. It's very easy for us to rectify. Okay, so click that out, and there you are. You've got all that in there. So it's very, very straightforward and very, very quick. If you need to do a day entry, you go to new entry at the top. You take out the next bib number anywhere from the whole range. So in this case, it's 5389. You put in their first name Joe, surname Blogs, gender, they're male, date of birth. They were born in April, they were born on the 20th. There you go. And they were born in 82, let's say. So you just scroll down, 1982, there it is. Okay, and we can set up any criteria in here that we want. So I could put club in there, I could put medical details, etc. But this is what I've done for the demonstration. Save and close. That person's now saved. If you want to just double check and go to assign race numbers, and you type in Joe, there he is, Joe Blogs, 5389. So you can see that he's in there. Okay, all very, very simple. You can also do view and edit entries. So in this instance, let's say I've got Joe's date of birth wrong. I type in Joe, there he is. I go in there and I can just change something. So say I got his date of birth wrong, made a typo, should have been 1992. I just click on that date of birth, it comes up, and I just change it. Change it to 1992. Okay. So now you can now see it's changed to 1992, and you go back. All right. Very, very simple. Thank you very much.